So the idea of starting with wholeness is foundational to Bill Plotkin's work because without wholeness, healing has nowhere to go. So the idea is we set up some practices, we tune into the energy of wholeness of our four directions, and then after that, we acknowledge and study the subpersonalities. The subpersonalities that might have kept you from fully participating today. And so each one of the four directions has what he calls subpersonalities that keep you from living fully. And these subpersonalities are, they're intended. You came up with them as children to protect yourselves. So they're all protective survival strategies. And each of the four directions has a specific flavor of a subpersonality that basically keeps that life energy from flowing. So that's the idea behind the 8-week series. We will be kind of following Bill Plotkin's outline of the book. There's some parts of so Plotkin he's masterful. He's really deep, and he uses a lot more words. I mean, he's eloquent as hell.
Mm-hmm.
He uses a lot of words, and he goes into a lot of depth. And there's some areas that I won't be covering just out of simplicity. So I'm mostly going to be focused on what he calls the horizontal plane, the four directions in the middle world.
Okay.
So we won't be going up into the three-dimensional ego where he talks about spirit and he also talks about soul.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a different series, a different workshop. But in this series, we'll focus on cultivating wholeness and also tapping into the strategies of the subpersonalities and bringing a sense of healing for those subpersonalities. Befriending them is the word that Plotkin uses. So befriending and honoring our subpersonalities because they've served us well. And so the closer the friendship you have with this part of you, the more alive and the easier it will be for you to live in wholeness and in full aliveness, which is what we're after. All right. So that was a little pitch. I'm going to just give you a brief outline of what I'm inviting you to do. Your homework is a north walk. So in our first session on Wednesday, we're going to start with the north, and usually as a framework for each session is the first part of the meeting is going to be a counsel about your outdoor activity. So if you do decide to show up on Wednesday at noon Pacific Daylight Time, it is a free session on Wednesday, so you can check it out. We'll start with talking about what you did on your North Walk. So that's actually written in here. I'm not going to go over it in detail. Just want to point it out. Here's a little pitch for the 8-week series. So it's basically we're going deeper into each one of the four directions, and then we'll revisit each one of the four directions to go over the subpersonalities. So that's essentially the outline for the 8-week series. And this is all an experiment. So I hope you choose to participate. Here's another offering that I have: Free Yourself from Reactivity. There's a free workshop there on October 16th, and there's an accompanying 10-week series. And the metaphor here is, if you've seen the movie The Matrix, Neo gets to the point to where he's able to see the bullets coming at him. He stops the bullet, looks at it, and in this series, we're going to turn those bullets into bouquets. So you'll be able to work on your Neo skills for that. And if you're wanting a more traditional nonviolent communication, series. There's a free workshop called The Taste of Connection on Saturday, September 25th. And there's an accompanying 10-week series for that. So hoping that wasn't too much information. If you don't have the slides, because I did send them through Zoom, if you don't have them and you'd like them, please send me an email and I'll get them to you.